Hey guys, welcome back, and we have got to talk about Marvel and Disney once again doing their best to destroy their own properties time and time again, and it doesn't seem like they're ever going to learn their lesson. Unfortunately, these guys are not the brightest bulbs in the box, and so they continue to give us things like this Black Norman and Harry Osborn retcon, in the new You're in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man show. And this show has been widely mocked and ridiculed for about the last month or so since the trailer was revealed, and rightfully so. If you look at some of these characters, this just looks absolutely terrible. I don't know who came up with these designs. I don't understand it. I don't understand the animation choices. Just in general, I don't know who this is supposed to appeal to other than the air quotes modern audience, because this is just something that looks like it was put together by some Tumblr artist. Let's be honest. This looks like the crap you're going to find on Tumblr. So again, this has been widely mocked and criticized, and not just because of the race swap, but if you look at Harry Osborn, they have now done this thing where they have made Harry either trans-coded or androgynous. I thought this was actually supposed to be a girl, and then I listened to the trailer that came out, and this is a boy as far as I can tell. That sounds like a male voice actor, so I don't know if it's supposed to be a trans-identifying Harry Osborn or just some weird androgynous gender-bending crap, but this show looks like it's going to be an gigantic pile of dog crap, and I don't think people are unfairly labeling it as woke, given everything we've seen coming out of Marvel and Disney recently. But of course, now we have the actor who plays Peter Parker, Hudson Thames, I believe his name is pronounced, coming out and saying, "My biggest fear was that it was going to be annoying and woke." Well, fears can be realized really fast before you know it. Quote from him, this article from Collider says, "I thought it was awesome. I mean, my biggest fear was that it was going to be annoying and woke, and it wasn't. And I was like, yes, this is great. It's so well written. Like, it feels real. I'm the oldest of 5 boys, so I feel like I kind of know what's happening in their lives and in high school, and it felt like it was doing that justice." Now, again, if you go watch the trailer, it is extremely cringe. They're talking about shit like Venmo and stuff, things that you shouldn't even be mentioning because it dates your product. And they're just trying to throw way too many, like they got Peter Parker tying up some criminals saying, like and subscribe. It's like, guys, please stop. Please stop with all the modern references. You guys are ruining everything you make when you do that. But then, of course, you have the gender-bent Harry Osborn. And there's no other way to look at this, but it seems like a woke infusion of, whatever gender ideology whoever wrote this show currently has. Now, it gets even worse because this show is probably going to launch to no fanfare whatsoever. It's probably going to be a complete laughing stock for Disney and for Marvel. But now today we're seeing stories about how the Captain America Brave New World actor has gotten himself into some hot water due to some recent statements. And I want you guys to remember that this Captain America Brave New World movie allegedly cost at the very beginning around $180 million before all the reshoots, of which there have been, I believe, 3 or 4. And they have postponed this movie. They've had to reshoot this movie. And I can't imagine it's going to be very good. I mean, let's be honest. Apparently all the test screenings have been terrible, and now Anthony Mackie is going out there and basically trying his hardest to tank his movie before it can even come out. So for this article from That Park Place, says Captain America Brave New World star Anthony Mackie tells the European audience that the character should not represent America. You heard that right. The new Captain America actor says that it should not represent America. In a press event held at Hotel della Ville in Rome, Italy, Mackie claimed to the European audience, "Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term America should be one of those representations. It's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity." This is kind of like saying that Superman was not American or didn't care about America, when legitimately you go back, like in the day, it was truth, justice, and the American way, right? But I'm going to play this for you guys to listen to. I actually have not listened to this yet myself.
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, America should be one of those representations. Like, it's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity. Someone who is trustworthy and dependable. This is kind of like an aspect of a dream coming true. When I was a kid, all of us as actors, I believe, want to get back to that day before someone told you no. When you look out your door and you see a 5-year-old kid with a stick and he's slaying dragons to save the princess in the tower, that kid really believes there are dragons out there. That stick is really a sword and he's really trying to save that princess. And then one day somebody told him, no, there are no dragons, that's not a sword, and that princess is not there. and all of his little dreams were dashed. So, you know, as an actor, I feel like our job is to get back to the day where we see that dragon and we slay that dragon to save that princess. And that's kind of what this movie was for me.
I don't know what point he thinks he's trying to make in that statement. Like, does he honestly think that he's Captain America? But again, to tell a European audience that it doesn't matter about being American, it's about having dignity and integrity. Does that mean that anybody can be Captain America if they're in China or in, Africa or whatever? That it doesn't matter what geographical location you are Captain America because it's about having honor and integrity? What a completely asinine thing to say. It says the backlash has been swift, with critics accusing Mackie of pandering to a European audience by undermining the very essence of Captain America while promoting the film overseas. Mackie went on to describe the character as someone who's trustworthy and dependable. For many fans, those traits align perfectly with the ideals of the United States, the very principles Captain America has always been meant to embody. However, Mackie's remarks suggest a stark disconnect from that interpretation. But if anybody who saw that terrible Captain America, or Captain Falcon, whatever, Winter Soldier show that I suffered through, it was the most boring slog of a Disney Plus show I've ever seen in my life. You'll understand, this guy, the entire show was about the racial struggle of his sister trying to get a loan to save her fishing boat or whatever that crap was. The show was so boring, the villains were so laughable, the characters sucked, the dialogue sucked, and the show was just completely boring that I don't understand why they cast this guy to fill the shoes of the Captain America character. Now look, we all know Chris Evans probably hates America, the actor who played, again, Captain America in the Marvel movies. But the reality is, he played the role extremely well. Chris Evans did a very good job playing Captain America. And of course, people are calling out Anthony Mackie because of this. Adrian Curry saying, "Holy shit, I hope this bombs into oblivion. I sat on a panel with the real Stan Lee telling a crowd that Captain America is the living embodiment of the American spirit. This guy is insta-clown." Savvy Artist saying what's hilarious about this is he's so close to getting it. He's so close to describing basic effing empathizing with a character based on tropes, not the name or the way someone looks, and he realizes that, so he stops and changes what he's talking about entirely. Again, there's this weird disconnect in what he's saying. The character's name is meant to represent one thing, and it absolutely is a personification of the American dream, but what he further describes is the personality that anyone can connect with. You can be Japanese and still empathize with Captain America, not because of the name, but because of the personality. I don't know if it's a developmental issue or if these people are truly low IQ, but someone should tell him no on trying to do character analysis because he's lacking critical thinking skills. Nina Infinity says, so Anthony Mackie is saying Americans have no honor or integrity, lie, and are not dependable. LOL, geez, man, have some pride in who you are in your country. What a bizarre rant to go on when you have been cast as the hero that represents your country. What a way to thank your countrymen. Absolutely wild. And of course, Master TDS says, first, Anthony Mackie says Captain America should represent America. Then he says race doesn't matter and kids should look up to heroes for character, but also that black kids need a black Captain America. This isn't just bad media training. He has completely lost the plot. And again, you have this quote from Anthony Mackie saying, I feel like it's just as important for black kids to see a black Captain America as it is for white kids. Growing up, one of my favorite superheroes was Green. It wasn't about race or anything. It was about him being a good guy trying to do the right thing. It's very important for kids of all races to be able to watch something and have someone to look up to no matter what they look like and see that package comes with a good human being as opposed to what they've been perceived as by everyone else. Now today, a little bit later, you have Anthony Mackie coming out to clarify his comments about the Captain America meaning. And this is from a post it looks like on Instagram saying, let me be clear about this. I'm a proud American and taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is the honor of a lifetime. I have the utmost respect for those who serve and have served our country. Cap has universal characteristics that people all over the world can relate to. But again, you're missing the point, dude. You're missing the plot. This is an American superhero in an American comic book, in an American comic, inspired show, inspired movie that's supposed to embody everything that's great about being an American. And you clearly don't think that. You clearly don't think being an American is an amazing thing. Otherwise, you wouldn't be so indecisive on your own statements. You wouldn't have such a hard time coming out and saying, he is a respectable, honorable American man who embodies everything great about America. No, there always has to be this weird racial struggle behind the scenes because you want to represent him in your own way, which is as a black man, and you identify so hard with the struggle of the black man, even though you, sir, are an actor and are probably worth way more money than the average black person, that you've just kind of like missed the entire plot. So I'm gonna leave it right there, guys. Let me know what you think about this clown. Let me know what you think about the Spider-Man TV show and Harry Osborn being trans now and all that crazy stuff, and I will catch you guys on the next one. All right, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for being here. I do have 2 channels, Minimal Effort Podcast, as well as my gaming channel. I do have a Twitch and Kick for my gaming channel. We do live streams over there occasionally, maybe once a week. And then if you are in the market for a new PC, make sure to check out Meta PCs. Click the link I have down below. Use code TBO at checkout for a special discount. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.